aspects of the game.
Well, you know that won't be easy, man. You're talking about one of the best players in this league.
Better than you?
No, not at all.
That's what I want to hear.
Endorse the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
And here's MP for three. Drills it from outside. Caldwell's got the first bucket of the game with the three for the Raptors. Right, the pass to DeRozan. Williams sets a screen for DeRozan. Rebound by the Raptors. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Right with a screen on Siakam. Now here's Williams. 11-point game his last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Levine dishes to Williams. From deep. No good. And Toronto will come the other way.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for. Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
To stop the run, and DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Levine.
Well, DeMar DeRozan excels at finding space to score from the mid-range. Whether it's coming off a screen or if he has to breaking down a defender, he'll get to that spot.
And the dunk by MP.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Wright. Here's Wagner. Siakam pulls it in. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the..." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
And the call on
the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
Chicago making a switch here. Looney's checked in. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
And here is Williams following Fred VanVleet's three. Levine against Dinwiddie. They get the rebound. The kick out to Wright. Outside DeRozan. And another shot. And finally, that one's good. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. And the Raptors making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Then for the Bulls, Eric Paschall comes in for Patrick Williams. And Raul Neto subbed in for DeLon Wright.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Levine can't hit. And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Caldwell. Chicago grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball too critical in today's NBA.
Here's Caldwell following the score by DeMar DeRozan.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
A three from MP. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And DeRozan kicks to Paschall. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. MP right side. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy.
New group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Looney's checked in for Mo Wagner. Williams comes in for Eric Paschall. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Green. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Wright. So the Bulls 5 right now. The wing set for him, LaVine and DeRozan. Williams is out there with Kevon Looney. And it's Neto in at the point. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He scored 28 points, and his rebounding and defense were certainly both factors. He brought a ton of energy out there. He did a little bit of everything for them. Just seemed like he was everywhere on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand.
That is first personal foul. 13 fouls. At the line for the Raul Neto.
So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
He hits both from the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Toronto working the ball around now. Boucher, whistle blows, basket is good.
Defensive foul. Kevon Looney. That's his first personal foul. 13 fouls. At the line for your Raptors.
Back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Levine for three. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Caldwell passes to Boucher. Back to MP. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Caldwell's got 21.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Toronto ahead.
The ball. 37.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Chicago Bulls.
To be honest, them getting killed on the glass like this is a little embarrassing.
Changing things up now, let's take a glance at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the 76ers, against this team, they have an advantage. But it's not a sure thing.
And that'll do it for halftime.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's MP. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, passing windows open up for Zach LaVine.
VanVleet with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the nice bucket inside from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Well, the handles of DeMar DeRozan taking center stage there. How about the ball skills? Taking advantage of those and converting.
That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless. Wow.
Defensive foul. Patrick Williams
Here.
It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays, he can get downhill, he can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the
Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team.
Free throws here, clearly.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's fourth.
Substitution on the court.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
Go get them! P, you got this!
To the paint, here's Caldwell, and MP throws it down.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Drills the three-pointer. Levine's got 12 points in the game.
Zach LaVine is shot ready, okay? So in the catch-and-shoot game, hands are up. I'm ready to catch and fire.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's DeRozan with the drive. That one falls. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, an outpouring of offense, and the whole arsenal is on display for DeMar DeRozan right now. Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Matthew White. The Bulls, 59. Please give a big round of applause to your Raptors, U-16.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Seth Curry. Wagner out there with DeRozan. Then it's Robinson, and it's Terry in at the 3 spot. MP against Terry. MP, that's for 2. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Achua's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? It's tipped. Here's Terry. Rebound by the Raptors. Caldwell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside, Robinson passes it to Wagner. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Outside, Robinson. Wagner with a screen for Robinson. Back to Wagner. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside DeRozan. Terry looking over the floor. Wagner on the wing. Clock at 4. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Dinwiddie passes to Caldwell. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Robinson kicks to Wagner. They need this one. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Inside. Achua finds Dinwiddie. Now Boucher. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Robinson goes in, and the dunk by Robinson.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Raptors.
Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. From 11 feet away, and the basket by Caldwell. Caldwell's got 39.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Outside DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get a shot off. And it's Wagner missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse.
Precious Achua. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Robinson. At the line for 2.
Taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
In recent years, Doris, we've really seen the Players Association stepping up and address player needs and, at the same time, global social issues.
Kevin, it's been absolutely inspiring to see the players use the tools they have at their advantage and their disposal. They want to create needed change, represent themselves, their communities, their organizations. Leadership at its absolute finest.
And they double up MP. And Pascal pulls it down.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Robinson passes to Williams. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Green missing. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on an 18-4 run. MP, that's for 2. Again, Toronto.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time. here.
Here's Neto. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
What up, Coach?
MP, we got one heck of a matchup tonight.
Man, I know. And I can't wait to get out there and go toe-to-toe with him, too.
Well, I've been working on the whiteboard for the last couple hours, trying to figure out how to slow him down.
All right. Let me see what you got here.
Pretty much you just need to outplay him. I need you to set the tone for the whole team. They're going to be taking their cues from you, and I'm really counting on you to get the upper hand in all aspects of the game.
Well, you know that won't be easy, man. You're talking about one of the best players in this league.
Better than you?
No, not at all.
That's what I want to hear.
You were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Now here's Harden. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Embiid with the screen on Van Vliet. Harden kicks to Embiid. Lock at 6. Shoots over Van Vliet. Embiid, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Raptors. Caldwell, bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Martinez. He points his last outing. Embiid, no good. MP against Harris. Count it. Caldwell's got his second basket of the night.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions. And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town. Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way. and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Harden. Embiid wide open. Connects from three-point range. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Harden surveying the D. The pass to Embiid. The three. Again, Embiid missing.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
The shot's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The 76ers trail by 11. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. And that one's good, Barnes.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Maxey, that's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
The drive by Embiid, and the layup's good off the glass. Caldwell's got 14 points.
We'll see if I had the 22 shirts that we need you to make the song.
Reedy's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Then for the Raptors, Porzingis is checked in for Siakam. OG Anunoby comes in for Barnes. And Trent subbed in for Dinwiddie. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Takes the 3. And MP with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Reed. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Korkmaz. A three-pointer, no good.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Offensive rebound. Maxey kicks to Korkmaz. Missed it, even after all those chances. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Making a change here.
Give a hand, fans. That was the Jabberwockies.
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Melton. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. 13 points up.
With the score, your 76ers, 11. The Raptors, 24.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby out there with Porzingis. And it's Caldwell in at the three, the small forward. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was huge. He scored 45 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success. A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
And with the season started up, these teams, Clark, certainly looking to hit the ground running this year.
Kevin, first impressions are important. A strong performance now in the early going can really alleviate some of the stress and bumps down the line and help your team build some positive momentum.
The 76ers trail by 15. Melton feeling it out a bit. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
Pass to Reed. Idle for three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's MP for three. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Van Vliet against Melton. Reed, a screen on Van Vliet. Melton, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The three from MP. Trains the three-pointer. Caldwell's got 7 points here in the It's the Toronto Raptors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Tremendous job finding the big dudes and letting.
And now let's jump to the Rookie of the Year race and see how it's shaping up.
These rookies are off to a great start. Never easy for the young dudes, adjusting to the speed of the game and the size in this league.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Harden.
That's his first personal foul.
There with Embiid, and it's Martinez in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now, here is Harden. He dishes it to Harris. Good D by Barnes.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Harden kicks to Embiid. Here's Maxey. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
Now Harden, after the missed 3 from Caldwell. Here's Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's 13 points for Joel Embiid. Here's Van Vliet. MP looking around. Dinwiddie passes to Caldwell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Caldwell's got 34 points. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Philadelphia. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Maxey, no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Embiid with the steal. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Harden. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. That bucket in no time at all.
3-point.
Caldwell's got 43 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here is Harris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kicks it out to Harden. 6 to shoot. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
That's a dozen straight points coming off
the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And here's Maxey following the three from Caldwell.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Now the 76ers on the break. Harden's got the ball, and Philadelphia will go
That's
for
his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
It's Korkmaz in the corner. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Toronto. Huge run right now for him, going 19-2. He had a nice open look right there. Porzingis has got 5.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
76ers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. By Anunoby. Melton, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And it's Trent in the corner. No good on the triple. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
And that one's good. Thibault. 19 seconds left in the third. And here's Trent outside. And the 3 ball is good. Trent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Melton. With 1 on the clock, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so
the score, your 76ers 33, the Raptors 74. And that had a big round of applause for your Sixers, you and me.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Gary Trent. There's Boucher out there with MP. Then there's Achua. And it's Banton in at the point. Shot by Joseph, no good. MP outside. And a miss there on the triple. Outside, Joseph. Passes it to Korkmaz. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket.
That's his first personal foul.
His open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
That misses off the backboard. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Kept alive. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Now, here's Thibault, covered by Achua. A rebound by Caldwell. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Puts it in off the nasty crossover. Caldwell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Here's Banton. Caldwell can't hit. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside, Joseph. The pass to Park. Boucher with the steal. Here's Banton. He's covered by Joseph. Kicks it out to MP. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Caldwell's got 55.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's MP. Lets it go with a three. Reeves with the rebound. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Joseph. Here's Park. Outside, Joseph. 5 on the clock. Pass to Reeves. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W
for Toronto.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. By the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Here is Harden after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. MP outside. Baseline jumper. Achua kicks to MP. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Pass to Reed. Embiid with it. They could use a bucket. And he hits the jump shot.
You know, with all he does offensively, at his size, Joel Embiid is like a cheat code, special talent.
Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Another one goes. Incredible. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Harden outside. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, we got food already, huh?
Yeah, but those leftovers are old.
I brought them home yesterday, I think, right?
Same place?
Yeah, it's my favorite. Of course.
What's up, MP?
MP!
He's about to tear it up.
What up, Coach?
MP, we got one heck of a matchup tonight.
Man, I know. And I can't wait to get out there and go toe-to-toe with him, too.
Well, I've been working on the whiteboard for the last couple hours, trying to figure out how to slow him down.
All right. Let me see what you got here.
Pretty much you just need to outplay him. I need you to set the tone for the whole team. They're going to be taking their cues from you, and I'm really counting on you to get the upper hand in all aspects of the game.
Well, you know that won't be easy, man. You're talking about one of the best players in this league.
Better than you?
Sorry. No, not at all.
That's what I want to hear.
early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's MP. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Here's Caldwell. After the basket by San Antonio. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Brooks. Fires the 3. No good there. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP outside, from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
So it's Toronto now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Siakam, and he battles for the ball again.
That's the end of the game. Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.